and valued sponsors, and particularly Mayor Peter Long, just making his way forward here, and the City of Karratha councillors. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet tonight, the Nulluma people, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. My name is Duncan Ord. I'm the Director General of the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries. That's a long title, and it's a rather interesting department. It's got the responsibility for regulation of local government. We've got sport and recreation, we've got culture and the arts, we've got racing, gaming and liquor, we've got the Office of Multicultural Interests, and we've got Aboriginal history and culture. Colloquially within the West Australian Government, it's called the Department for the Weekend. So it's the weekend and I'm here, and I couldn't be more delighted to do so. So tonight I'm going to be your MC and guide you through what should be a fantastic and exciting evening. I'm really pleased to be here, but really do apologise because I came up from Perth on Friday and the weather was magnificent. Clearly I dragged a bit of Perth weather with me, so I think I'm responsible for this somewhat interesting downpour we've had tonight. But it hasn't dampened your spirits. You're here in a COVIDly safe way and celebrating what I believe actually to be the first major arts event to get back from COVID anywhere in Australia. So not only is the Pilbara supporting the national economy, you are showing the way in bringing culture back to life. So I'd also like to give some special welcomes to the Honourable Stephen Dawson, the Mining and Pastoral Region Member, and of course Minister for the Environment and Disability Services. So great to have the Minister here tonight. The Honourable Robin Scott, also the Honourable Kevin Michel, Mr Ivan Vella, representing Rio Tinto, and of course the Mayor Peter Long and City of Karratha councillors. And Fred Reebling's here also as the Commissioner from Headland. So it's great to see the two big Pilbara powerhouse cities getting together and coming to this extraordinary event tonight. Also, a warm welcome to our talented artists present tonight, and I've seen a number I recognise from the Roban exhibitions that I regularly go to down in Perth. So obviously some of the wonderful works on the wall tonight out of the Roban community. So welcome to all those from Roban. So I also recognise the Carrie McDowell's here tonight, who's the 2020 Artist in Residence, a wonderful part of the terrific program that we experience here. And our 2020 judging panel, Joel Wilson, Elisa Trunfanovsky and Shamila Wood. So great to see you guys here, and I think you would have had a very difficult task in judging this amazing award. The Cossack Art Awards are one of Australia's most high-profile regionally based awards, having grown over the years to attract entries from the best talent across the Pilbara and Australia. We do recognise, of course, that COVID has impacted the scale of tonight's awards, and it's a great tribute to the city that they saw how important it was to proceed with the awards and to be able to give the artists, most local and Western Australian, the opportunity to continue with this fantastic event. And we haven't been short of applications and artworks that have been submitted. So a good indication that the city got it right. With its strong artistic and community orientation, the awards represent an excellent example of an accessible and vibrant arts program. The free public program of workshops, tours and artist talks, and the school education program with excursions and workshop opportunities for students create opportunities for all sectors of the community to take part. And culture and the arts, of course, play an important role in shaping communities and enriching the lives of all Western Australians, and particularly in times where we find ourselves seeking ways to engage with beauty and creativity of the world around us for inspiration, hope and joy. I'd like to acknowledge the City of Karratha for their dedication and passion in cultivating a program of events which meaningfully engage the community and celebrate the unique culture of the Pilbara itself. I also want to congratulate all the remarkable artists who have their work included in this event, and I also offer my sincere congratulations to everyone involved in bringing this event together tonight. I'm very much looking forward to meeting and congratulating the winners of the Cossack Arts Awards as it goes on during the evening. Tonight's event also recognises the valued sponsors and VIPs that make these annual awards possible. The Cossack Art Awards are proudly presented by the City of Karratha alongside principal partner Rio Tinto. Now in their 28th year, the Cossack Art Awards are an institution in the area and the brainchild of former Cossack caretaker Brian Huey. Since Brian's vision to develop an exhibition to showcase local works in the then freshly restored historic precinct almost 3 decades ago, the Cossack Arts Awards have grown to become Australia's most unique regional arts prize and the jewel of the crown of the City of Karratha's annual arts calendar. And I know from chatting to the Mayor this morning that he has great ambitions to extend this award and perhaps make it even more of a national treasure for this region. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank the valued sponsors Rio Tinto as principal partner, Pilbara Ports Authority, Pacific Mining and Nulla Marinjabadi Foundation, and events partners Cleanaway, Karratha Signs and the Pilbara Development Commission. Without your involvement, events like these would not be possible. Now, it's important, of course, that we're welcome to country, and I'm delighted to ask Patrick Churnside to the stage to undertake this important role.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, all gathered here this evening in this beautiful place we call Cossack, or we call it Wajinura, Naluma country. Ngayo dando any Patrick Churnside. Naluma dando Mura, Melba Manolo, Kanjaro Wera to Gorampara Ngayo dando la. Jagaya Banyanagoro, Naluma dando Muranga. My name is Patrick Churnside. I'm a Ngaluma traditional owner. Come here with the respect of my elders to welcome you all to Ngaluma country. Ngaluma dando yaburo gongora, ngari gonula, kanjinga boreala. Ura bangora bra, melbama noro, walgo melbama, Ngaluma dando ngoranga. Our northernmost Ngaluma lands lies here at the edge of the sea. Boreala, we call this one. To all our travelers from the northern lands, all welcome to this country. Ejala yeda pane meno ani. Bejoro mora wangangale. Yabora rabora mora. Panina nora palamo. Jebaya manali moranga. Ada pane ngaware bro. Ada meno na yabora. Panina ngaro. Palamo noro. In the north, there was a tribe called the Yaburara. In the northern lands and the islands of Dampier, we know as Murajuga. Yaburara were custodians once of these lands. Their stories and dreamings are still there today. We must not forget Yaburara, but they were custodians of this mura. Ngana ngalo madandu era jogo ngarai, ngare go nolao. Era jo bejo go muringa wanga ngale. Yena go ngora bra. Yena go majango. Melba manoro. Ngalo madandu muranga. Our easternmost traditional lands of Ngaluma lies at the East Piwa River. Era jo bejo we call this one. To all of our eastern travelers and custodians of the eastern lands, we welcome you here tonight to Ngaluma country. Eja langai panaton go kanale wangangale. Era jo ngorai. I'd like to sing a song now about the sun rising in the eastern country. Yanduran ma kanale le ngolbanga jede de ngo yanduran ma kanale le ngolbanga jede de ngo yanduran ma kanale le ngolbanga jede de ngo yanduran ma duara la re ngolbanga jede de ngo yanduran ma duara la re ngolbanga jede de ngo yanduran ma early in the morning when the sun rises in the eastern lands, everything comes to life in the country. Ano na ngalo mo tandu chinga ngora, nare go nola, chamo nonga, manda bra, ene go ngora bra, enje bandi, ngora bra panjema, wal go melba manoro ba ngalo mo tandu ngoranga. Our southernmost traditional lands lies at the foot of the Chichester Ranges. Our closest neighboring tribe in the Injibandis and Banjimas, and all of our other custodians and travelers from the Southlands. All welcome to Ngaluma country here tonight. Ano Ngaluma dando holo jo marai, ngare go no lava, era mala moringa wanga ngali. Ina go ngoro bra. Ina go manja go. Walgo melba manoro ba, alama dando ngora. Our westernmost traditional lands of Ngaluma lies here, where we call the Maitland River, Iramala. Our custodians in Macedonia and our other travelers from western lands, we welcome you here to Ngaluma country tonight. Ejala ngai bone don go. Kuna wanyero wanya bare ma. Tandi dona rola. And now I'd like to close with a sunset song. Tandi dona rola. Oro ayo lo yo tandi dona rola. Oro ayo lo yo tandi dona rola. Oro ayo lo yo tandi dona rola. Kala ver bare yo lo yo tandi dona rola. Kala ver mare lo yo tandi dona rola. Oro ayo lo yo tandi dona rola wanga ngale. When the sun sets in the western lands, the sky glows red. Ella la nyendo meno, alo matando ngoranga. Noro boya boronga. Ero jogo, chengai, olo jo ngare go nola. You now know the traditional lands of Ngaluma country in the north, the east, the south, and the west. Ella la nyenda go pani melba manoro. Chengai ba Ngaluma tando ngora. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to now welcome you all to Ngaluma country. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Very hard to follow that, isn't it? What a privilege and an honour it is to be here on your country, and I really appreciate the beautiful welcome, the songs, and the reminder that for all of us that when we've been under such threat, what a precious culture it is that you represent and how special it is we're able to be here tonight sharing it. So thank you so much from all of us. So we've been very privileged here to be meeting here on the land of the traditional owners, the Ngarluma people. Over the past 3 decades, the Cossack Art Awards have grown to become the most unique regional arts prize in the nation, which attracts high calibre judges and local, state and national artists. This unique exhibition attracts thousands of people to this small historic village each year, and in 2019 over 9,500 visitors were recorded, with more than $85,000 in artwork sales. So everyone has to spend up big tonight because we're a bit short of people. Before we begin the official proceedings, I do need to take care of a quick bit of housekeeping. So toilets are located to the rear of the site near the museum. In the case of an emergency, please move to either of the exits and follow directions from event staff. The muster point is across the road in the car park. Should be rather interesting in this weather, so hopefully there is going to be an event. Listed on the evacuation plan near the exits. In the event of an accident or incident, please make yourself known to event staff or security. And tonight's awards have been live streamed via Facebook. And the sales desk, very important, this piece of news, so hang on my words here. The sales desk will be open after the awards presentation, so be sure to note down the artwork number, which are below each artwork, for any of the pieces you might be interested in purchasing later. I would like to now invite the City of Karratha Mayor Peter Long to the stage. Thanks, Peter.
My wife and I were a bit late here, and it was pouring like this and even stronger on the road. We were doing about 50 k's an hour and we had about 10 vehicles behind us, but no one was willing to pass us. 2020 looks like it's done it again, and we've never had a Cossack Art Award where it's been pouring rain like this, so there we go. Thank you, Duncan. It's a great privilege to have the Director General of Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries here. It's the first time Duncan has come to do this award, and it's a great privilege to have him here, so thank you for coming, Duncan. I really appreciate that. Before I begin, I'd like to also recognise the Ngarluma people on whose land that we're gathered here, as Patrick so well pointed out. I love Patrick's welcome to country and the recognition of the people to the north and the south and the east and the west, and particularly the Yabara people. There's very few of them left. I'd like to acknowledge tonight a few of our special guests. We have the Honourable Kevin Michelle, the member for Pilbara. We have the Honourable Stephen Dawson, MLC, and also the Honourable Robin Scott, MLC, who both members for the mining and pastoral regions. Thank you, gentlemen. It's great to have you here. We've got Duncan himself, of course, the Director General of the Department of Local Government, Sport and Cultural Industries. And we have Ivan Vella. Ivan is the Managing Director of Port, Rail and Core Services at Rio Tinto, and we have a very close relationship with Ivan and the City of Karratha, and thank you very much, Ivan. It's great the way you've supported the city and supported this award. It's been a terrific relationship, and it's lovely to have Ivan here tonight. So, good evening, everybody, and thank you very much for coming here tonight. It's an unusual Cossack Art Award. We didn't think we'd actually be able to do it a few weeks ago, and here we are. As Duncan said, I think this is the first artistic event in the nation, so that makes it extra special. These are all Pilbara artists here. We were going to have it as a basically a computerised award, a bit of a Zoom. And it's terrific that we're able to have everybody here. There's 150 artworks and they're all in this room here, and it's terrific to see. Over the last 28 years, the Cossack Art Awards have grown from a simple genius idea to what it is today. It's an event that's arguably the most unique art prize in Australia. The community cherishes this event. People love it. And it's not only for this wonderful exhibition you can see here tonight, but it's the program that goes with it. We have workshops, performances and other activities that go along with the Cossack Art Award as well. So it's really terrific to have all those things. And each year it seems to grow, and the awards are always a highlight of the year. And despite 2020 and all the things that have happened across the world, here we are tonight. As I said, it's only Pilbara artists here tonight for the Cossack Art Award, and we're soon going to unveil who have won the various awards. But I'd like to thank everyone who's actually participated this year. It's been a bit harder. Thank you very much for coming along, and thank you very much for those who've actually taken the trouble to do the artwork this year. Also, we're extremely humbled this year to honour one of the Pilbara's most treasured and talented artists who we sadly lost last year, Mr. Clifton Mack. Many people know Clifton Mack, I'm sure. We'd like to pay our respects to the Mack family, his friends and fellow Yinjimbandi art group members who are here today, and to allow us to give the honour that we want to Clifton himself. In the building behind us, in the Post and Telegraph office, we've got the special event called the Clifton Mack Feels Right exhibition. So this is on the top floor of the Post and Telegraph building, and it's going to be there for the duration of the Cossack Art Awards this year. I'd like to thank Patricia and Ellery and all the team at the Yinjimbandi Art Group for providing us with the works for this exhibition. The only other thing I do, apart from welcome everyone, is to thank our marvellous sponsors, and we can't go away without thanking them, because without the sponsors this event wouldn't happen. And as I said, we've been having Rio Tinto is supporting these awards since its inception 27 years ago, and has been a principal partner for the last 17 years. And it's been absolutely wonderful, the work that Rio Tinto has done supporting this award over the years, and many, many other things in the community as well. It's been fantastic. Our holistic partnership with the Pilbara Port Authority captures so many of the great events also, and we'd like to thank the Pilbara Port Authority for its support. CITIC Pacific Mining has been supporting us for many years as well, since they've actually established their mine here, and they're a vitally important part of our community, and I'd like to thank them as well. And of course there's the Nullama Yinjimbandi Foundation Limited, NIFL, which is dedicated to the arts and community scene, and is evident in all the hard work they've put into it, especially for the support that they provide to the arts community in Roban. The Pilbara Development Commission is here once again, and also is supporting us, and we very much appreciate that. Terry Hill, the CEO, is here, and it's great to have you here again, Terry, and thank you very much to the PDC for supporting this event. Finally, there is the Clean Away and Karratha Signs. We'd like to thank you both for the kind contributions you have made to this event. This exhibition is a real testament to the value of the support that you people have given us, and so it wouldn't happen without this support, so I really do want to thank you very much. And last but no means least, I'd like to thank our esteemed judges, which is Eliza Trifanowski, Sharmila, I think it is, Sharmila Wood, and Joel Peter Wilson, whom we've entrusted to that arduous task of deciding who should be the winners of each category, let alone the overall winner. I don't know how they do it. The City of Karratha is committed, nevertheless, to continue to invest in the arts. Everyone knows our magnificent Red Earth Arts Precinct, and we've got other ideas in the program as well to do other things opposite the Red Earth Arts Precinct. We're hoping to do something there. So the arts is very important. It's particularly important here because of our particular history and because of the beautiful countryside that we all inhabit. It's an amazing part of the world. So I'd like to thank everyone for their efforts in being here tonight. Thank you for coming, and I hope you have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter, and the City of Karratha. As Peter said, Rio Tinto have been the Cossack Art Awards principal partner since 2002, and Rio Tinto sponsor the prestigious Artist in Residence program, valued at $15,000, and the FLORA and FAUNA and open theme categories this year. The award-winning local artist Carrie McDowell is the 2020 Artist in Residence, residing at Cossack this year. These awards have thrived throughout the partnership between the City of Karratha and Rio Tinto, and I'd like to welcome Ivan Vella, Managing Director, Port Rail and Core Services, Principal Partner of the awards, to the stage to say a few words. Ivan.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's great to be here again and to celebrate this wonderful art here tonight. Thanks, Patrick, again for the Welcome to Country. Fantastic. big act to follow. Nana Pansy's been a fixture here for years now, and certainly leaves big boots. You did a fantastic job. I'd also like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that were gathered on here tonight, the Ngalama people, and pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Some other acknowledgements. The City of Karratha Mayor Peter Long, thank you. The Honourable Stephen Dawson, Robin Scott, Kevin Michelle. The Deputy Mayor Kelly Nunn, she's out there somewhere. I'm sure she was worried when Peter was late, so. Fred Riebling, welcome. Thanks for coming down. Good to meet you tonight. Duncan, thank you for emceeing. And of course, the rest of the council who really get behind and help the team to pull this together. The judges, any other distinguished guests, and everyone else here tonight, welcome. On behalf of Rio Tinto, it's my pleasure to welcome you here to the 2020 Cossack Art Awards. COVID-19 has had an undeniable impact on our lives, our organisations, our community and the economy. However, while this has been very disruptive, it's also driven us to unprecedented levels of innovation and a rejuvenated sense of community and social cohesion. The Cossack Art Awards are a little different this year. It's great to see how they've been reimagined and reinvented. In fact, a few months ago I thought this probably wouldn't happen. But with the introduction of the digital experience for the first time this year, anyone can enjoy this through a virtual 360 gallery tour of the art on the wall. We're very proud to be a long-standing partner of this iconic Pilbara event, and after a very tough first half of 2020, I'm super grateful that we can all be here in person to celebrate our local artistic talent and reconnect as a community through events like this. This year, as a community, we've recovered from Cyclone Damien, working together to get the city back in shape. And then just after the cyclone recovery was largely behind us, we saw the growing threat of COVID-19. And through some very close collaboration between the state government, the local government, the industry players in the region, local business and the community at large, I think we've all done a very good job at managing this. We're certainly not finished yet, but the fact that we can sit here tonight and enjoy this event shows you just how much progress we've made. As Rio Tinto, we continue to do our best to be an active member of this community as well, whether that be contributing through our sweat equity, through a cyclone recovery, bringing our broader capabilities to bear through something like this pandemic, continuing to support local businesses across the region, or of course providing funds, whether that be through our infrastructure partnerships or supporting events like this. We're all part of the puzzle and part of our role as a member of this community. I'm sure you'll agree that the Council continues to be proactive and innovative with their range of recovery initiatives focused on local business, local tourism, local events, communities, clubs and so on. And the $1 million that Rio Tinto contributed in the time of COVID has been very, very well spent through those various initiatives, helping the local community to stay strong and to get back on its feet after all of this disruption. As always, the calibre of artwork is very high this year. My wife normally joins me. This year she couldn't. So this year I'm on my own to select the piece that I buy. I'm told that I shouldn't buy any more, of course, but always will. And I hope that you've all picked your favourites too. As Peter called out, it's very important for us to support our artists. They don't get these opportunities very often, and so every little bit helps, and helps build their ongoing passion and dedication to their pursuit. Storytelling through art is a universal and is as ancient as humankind. Each piece here tells a story, and it's these connections between people, the country and this beautiful Pilbara region that bring us together here today. Creativity, diversity and innovative thinking skills are all things that we value in Rio Tinto. It's these skills that enable us to find new ways of doing things and how we do our work as a business. And these have been tested very thoroughly over the last few months. No doubt in years to come, people will tell and paint stories about this pandemic and maybe even how significant the Pilbara was for Australia in supporting the economy through this time. We're so proud that our industry has been given the opportunity to continue operating through this time, and we're doing our best to contribute back to the local, state and national economy. Beyond our sponsorship of this event and some of the prizes, we've also got an ongoing commitment to these awards via the Artist in Residence program that you've just heard about. So congratulations to Carrie McDowell, who's a recipient and who will spend her time here for the residency, both sharing her skills and developing some work. Finally, a few important thank yous. Thank you to the City of Karratha Council. Chris Adams is normally not here because he's away with his kids on school holidays. But you know, between Chris and his team in the background and with the support of the council, they always make this event absolutely fabulous. So thank you for that ongoing commitment. To all of the artists who take the time to prepare their work and share it, thank you. I know a lot goes into that, a lot of thought. If you talk to the artists and you hear the stories behind it, it's amazing. To the judges, very, very tough job, so thank you. Thank you for your patience and dedication. And of course, to everyone who came here tonight to celebrate in some pretty ordinary weather, certainly unseasonal, but still will be a great event, I'm sure. So look, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Travel safe on the way home, and thanks for being here.
Thanks, Ivan, and thank you and Rio for your ongoing support. So I'd now like to take pleasure in inviting the 2020 judges to the stage and thank them for their contribution. So it's Joel Wilson, Elisa Trunfaniski and Shamila Woods. Shamila. So a little bit about our judges. Joel Wilson, after attaining a Bachelor of Arts in Visual Arts and Diploma of Education from Edith Cowan University, Joel moved to the Kimberley where he established himself as a visual arts educator and practitioner. After 7 years teaching visual arts in Derby, he moved into school leadership. For the last 5 years, Joel has held a position at Karratha Senior High School as a wellbeing coordinator in student services. Joel's visual practice is heavily influenced by his work in the field of mental health and psychological principles of wellbeing. Primarily a painter, Joel Wilson's practice takes on many forms and has been extensively exhibited locally and nationally. So Joel, fantastic, thank you. For Elisa, she's a regional curator with a keen interest in public and site-specific art. Based in Port Hedland, Elisa currently leads the Junction Company Artistic Excellence Program, specialising in conceptual art, audience engagement and artistic growth. Elisa has a passion for mentoring regional artists and fostering a strong artistic community. Growing up in regional New South Wales, Elisa completed her Bachelor of Visual Arts honours at Sydney College of the Arts and has continued to pursue a diverse arts career in Western Australia. It's great that you both are in the Pilbara. What a fantastic contribution you're making to this community. And Shamila is from Form, curator, writer and strategist. Shamila is, of course, well known to this community from living up here. And I first met you, in fact, at the Roban Arts Group quite a long time ago. Is a curator, writer and strategist who works on creative and cultural initiatives that are responsive to time, place and the public realm. Shamila has an interest in knowledge production, the environment, social change and cultural heritage. Having worked with Form since 2012, Shamila previously held arts positions in New Delhi, Los Angeles and Sydney. In 2017, Shamila was awarded the Asia Link residency supported by my old department, Department of Culture and the Arts, to undertake curatorial research in Indonesia and Singapore. She is widely published in national and international publications and has been invited to participate in programs such as the Australia Council CIAF Collectors and Curators Program and the Independent Curators International Considering Publics and Context Curatorial Intensive in New York. Shamala brings her international perspective to her work in WA and is passionate about our state, and particularly the Pilbara, which he believes is one of the most interesting places on the planet. Indeed it is. So Joel, Eliza and Shamala, thanks for joining us for the 28th Cossack Art Award and taking on the difficult task of selecting this year's category and overall winners. At least we know you two can't be in the works, is that right? You're not being represented. Excellent, that's good. So we don't have to worry that they're going to turn up as the winner. I'd now like to introduce Charles Kretzmann from the Pilbara Ports Authority to tell you a bit more about the People's Choice Awards.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm with Pilbara Ports, and we're associated with the Cossack Art Awards for the last 15 years, and we're very proud and pleased to have been able to do so. Tonight, we're associated with the People's Choice Awards, and this is where you get to be the judges. How it'll all work is that you'll get a little slip, something like this, from the table near the back of the hall, and you fill it in with your choice as to the painting of your preference, and we look forward at the end of the exhibition to announcing the winner of the People's Choice Award, a $3,000 award to the painting that gets the most votes. So, a bit of audience participation, go for it. When you bring your friends and family to have a look at this exhibition over the next days and week, then please encourage them to do that as well. So that's about all I want to say, and look forward to working with the city in future as well. Thank you.
Thanks, Charles, and the Pilbara Ports Authority. I hope you all get a chance to vote in the People's Choice Award. Now we're moving on to the pointy end of the night. So, Emerging Young Artist Award category. And I'd like to invite Lucy Arter from Pacific Mining to the stage to present the award for Emerging Young Artists. This award is open to young artists aged 16 to 25.
Thank you, Duncan, and thank you, everyone. CITIC Pacific Mining is very proud to support these awards. We've been supporting them for 13 years, and in turn, the Emerging Young Artist Award. It's a category we're very proud of, and we really encourage all of the young artists who have displayed these beautiful works to continue making art and to continue to pursue their dream of being artists, which is great. We congratulate all entrants, but I'm very pleased, and it's my pleasure to announce the winner of the Emerging Young Artists for 2020 is Simona Kristic. Simona here she is.
Thank you. Congratulations, Simona, and thank you for Lucy and CITIC Pacific Mining. And thanks for liking my tie. I think I've been out-tied by the Pilbara Development Commission. They've got a Martu, I understand there's new Martu ties. Is that true? Is there a Martu tie out there in the audience? I think mine is from further east. Yeah, it's true. Okay. Now, I'd also like to acknowledge young artist Cade Moody for her piece River Edge, After the Rain, which was highly commended by the judges. The judges commented that it was an A work that displays the artist's talent and promise through pattern and precision. So congratulations there. So we now move on to the Northwest Flora and Fauna category, and I'd now like to invite back to the stage Ivan Vella from Rio Tinto to present the award for the Northwest Flora and Fauna category.
So to make sure we had the right one. So, hotly contested, the winner of the Northwest Flora and Fauna piece is Janice Sandy. Congratulations.
It's a very popular winner, so congratulations, Janice. Now, I'd also like to acknowledge those works which were highly commended by the judges in this category. Simon Harrison for their piece Memorial. Victor Bellotti for their piece Red Emperor. And Marlene Harold for their piece Sturt P. Mulla Mulla. Now we move on to the open theme category, and I invite Ivan Vella again from Rio Tinto will also present the award for the open theme category.
Okay, so the winner of the open theme category for a piece of work called Horseshoe Gorge, Nicholas Werrett. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Nicholas, on your award. I'd also like to acknowledge the entry which was highly commended by the judges in this category, Janelle McCaffrey, for their piece Balancing Art. The judges commented that the work had a depth of detail and colouring that captures the presence and forms of geology found here in the Pilbara with elegant detail and refined palette. So could we acknowledge Janelle? So the next category is Painting Pilbara Indigenous Artists. I'd like now to invite Josie Sampson from Nulla Marinjabati Foundation to the stage to present the award for Painting Pilbara Artists category. Thank you very much.
It's a privilege and an honour to be able to present this award to Indigenous artists of the Pilbara. Just before I actually announce for the winner, I've been sort of inspired about all the paintings in this room, and I've been coming to the Cossack Art Awards for nearly 4 or 5 years, and because of my family was a part of this, and as well as other relatives that, as you know, that Aboriginal people do have immediate extent and tribe. As you see, someone just said, "Oh, all the Sampsons are here." Well, I'm the only one that doesn't do any artists, but but I do enjoy, seeing that my families that are participating every year within the Cossack Arts Award. I just really like to thank for all the VIPs. Kevin, Michelle, where are you? Wave. Oh, you're way at the back, man. So anyways, so, and you know, actually making this possible for every artist, as you can see with the imaginations, and it's really inspiring. But for a Pilbara Indigenous person, we actually, to my understanding, that I get the impression about people doing artwork with dots and whatever that sort of comes out from the bottom of their heart, I guess. And it's maybe because Aboriginal people have actually been pushed off from their homelands. And to be given back that recognition is that they actually paint that because they feel that because they've lost that connection, it's going back. In times that we can go back, but actually it's only on a temporary basis. But actually going back in some of those areas that some of Aboriginal people would really love to go back and get their lands back. Even though that now that, you know, we're living here in the community, which make up, you know, with people that are intellectually intelligent and, you know, meeting people and bridging bridges that can make a good community, as well as for people that have expertise that bring to the community. Thank you, guys. All right, I'd just like to announce the winner, Coben Claus Williams. Apparently he's not here, isn't he? I think there's a video going to be played. Anyway.
We'll give you, we'll take a photo for Corbin. We stand in the middle. I'll pretend to be Corbin. Yes, unfortunately, Corbs can't attend, but we do have a video, I believe, where he will be able to address us.
Hello, my name is Coben Claus Williams, and I'm artist from Matamili, in Pinewood. Thank you, judges, for picking me. I'm really happy and Pokulba.
Strong Māori man there. So congratulations to Corbin, and thanks Josie and the Foundation for supporting the award and for your profound words. There were 4 entries in this category that were highly commended by the judges. Gloria for their piece Untitled. Doreen Chapman for their piece Untitled. Melissa Sandy for their piece Soft Spin Effects C. And Eileen Sandy for their piece Sturt P Mulla. Now I'd like to invite the City of Karratha Deputy Mayor Kelly Nunn to the stage to present the award for the portraits category. Thank you.
The 2020 Portraits category was once again extremely competitive, with a handful of very high calibre works from across the Pilbara. Judging each category is no easy feat, and the Portraits category this year was no exception. In 2020 we received 9 entries into this category from across the Pilbara. Congratulations to all our artists who entered into this category. On behalf of the City of Karratha, it gives me great pleasure to announce that the 2020 City of Karratha Award for Portraits goes to Jenny Hurley for Pearl Shell Tiara.
Congratulations, Jenny, and thanks Kelly and the City of Karratha. I would also like to acknowledge the entry which was highly commended by the judges in this category, Ariana Lacono, for their piece In the Skin, Karratha. The judges commented that the work was a reflective and interesting piece that spoke about the conflicts faced here in the Pilbara. So we come to the final award, and congratulations to all our category winners this evening. And thanks again to all the staff, artists and friends of the Cossack Art Awards, as well as all those valued sponsors and judges for this year's awards. I hope the artist in residence brought a boat with her, because by the way the rain's going, she might have to row out. Our major category has a total prize of $15,000 and is for the best overall artwork. And I invite the City of Karratha Mayor Peter Long to the stage to present the 2020 City of Karratha Best Overall Artwork Award for the 2020 Cossack Art Awards.
Thank you, Duncan. And I'd just like to congratulate all the award winners. Every one of those pieces I found were absolutely beautiful. I was just stunned, so it's fantastic. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors as well. It's just wonderful to have you all here tonight and to have supported this wonderful award. So this is the last award, and I'd also like to thank the judges, Eliza Trifanowski, Shamala Wood and Joel Peter Wilson. Amazingly difficult task, I don't know how you do it. Anyway, to get on with it, without any further suspense, on behalf of the City of Karratha, it gives me great pleasure to announce the 2020 City of Karratha Best Overall Artwork, which will go to Ellery Sandy. Congratulations.
What can you say? I think I'll thank my manager, Patricia, and also my uncle, who has been encouragement for me throughout the years. Still missing him. And I'd like to thank all my niece and my sister, especially Sister Marlene. Whenever we're down and out, she's always there doing a little jig, dancing around to keep us happy and move us along. Oh, I don't know what to say. It's just been a privilege for me throughout the years. Whenever I do country, I always think about the season. And I guess whoever bought the rain, it's gonna be blooming with wattles, and the wattles reminds me of the yellow flowers and the malamallas that's gonna be coming up. And it's a creation by itself, and that's how I love about the country and tell my story about my journey throughout the country in my early days with my parents. And these days we have motor cars and whatever we can jump on to go to country and visit country. But in the early days, when I talk about my money, it's my style and my way. My parents used to draw pictures on the sand to tell me stories about the stars and the moons and the footprints of the animals that were in the country in the early days. And I guess for me to really acknowledge my old grandfather, old Wimia King, in the early days, he used to get sticks to paint his boomerangs, his shields. And I wondered so much about those colors, the traditional colors that we use today. But the colors that I use today are so many and so beautiful, and it makes our country worth looking at. Thank you.
Well, Ellery, of course, is is a state treasure, really, already established as a wonderful artist for this piece of country. Thank you for those lovely words, and reminding us, of course, the rain is renewal up here, and maybe very fitting post-COVID for a first arts event being conducted in renewing rain. So congratulations to all of the winners this evening. Thank you all, the sponsors and the City of Karratha, for having the courage to do it. A sincere thanks to everyone who has joined us tonight and those attending from home via live stream. A reminder that the bar is now open and you can use tokens or cash. Of course, the sales desk, most important, is now open for artwork purchases. And don't forget the People's Choice Award and start picking your favourite painting and putting your nominations forward. And a final reminder that the buses depart at 10 p.m. So for me, it's been a great experience to come up. Wonderful night. I'm looking forward to meeting the artists and winners from tonight and spending a bit more time with these artworks. It's a great privilege to be here. Please enjoy the night, and thanks for your patience through what's been quite a long series of speeches. Thanks. Have a good night.